I mean, let's do this. Let's go on the flip side of a 20-game losing streak. I don't think there's been a team more on fire than the Hawks.
Yeah, they've been super hot, man. They haven't lost a game since after the All-Star game. They've been absolutely killing it. Nate McMillan got that team rolling. And before tonight, they were on like an 8-game winning streak, I think. They just lost to the Clippers tonight.
They were up like 24-2, and Kawhi was just like, yeah, I think it's time I become a cyborg. I'll take care of this shit. Don't worry. It's like Lloyd Pierce never left. No, they've been great. Trae Young, he's playing good. I like Capella on this team. Dude, the only guy I don't like on this team is someone I actually like, if that makes sense. I don't think John Collins is like meant for this team.
Bro, we're going to get into that a little bit later, but I completely agree with you. One big thing that's missing from this team that a lot of people forget, and I know you're a big fan of him, DeAndre Hunter. Like, he got hurt in January, and I think he would have been a big help for this team. But regardless, bro, they're getting it together. I think the biggest part of it is just veteran leadership from Nate McMillan. That's who they needed. They needed a guy who doesn't take any shit and just a veteran presence.
I mean, that's the best way to say it. I was going to say, it's Nate McMillan. He's not an amazing coach. He's not a bad coach, but he's steadying. He's had his ups and downs. He's got the answers. He's got some answers for the Hawks. It's like, oh, what are we doing? We're on like a losing streak. It's like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to make some adjustments. I mean, Lloyd Pierce was a train wreck. I hate to say it. And everyone was like, oh, you'll be sorry. It's like, dude, he sucked. He didn't coach that team good at all. There was a lot of talent on that team.
And the team just didn't like him. It didn't take long for reports to say that Trae Young and John Collins just hated the dude.
I mean, that's weird when those reports come out a lot. And it's not just one guy. It's like, if you beef with your star, I get it. You know,
Yeah.
players beef. Phil Jackson beefed with Kobe. Shaq beefed with Pat Riley. But when like 3 guys, 4 guys, shit, even like, and especially your 2 starters, like, shit's crazy. And like, we're not saying anything like rocket science. There's been many reports John Collins might get traded. But this shit's been going on for 3 years. I think, what, 2 years maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I watched John Collins warm up before a Laker game one time, and I was blown away just the level of athleticism. But I feel like if you're gonna have John Collins on your team, you can't play the Trae Young touches the ball 20 seconds out the shot clock.
Yeah, it's just it's really crazy, bro. I heard a story about Trae Young that was mind blowing. Is that literally what Lloyd Pierce did during a meeting? He told everyone on the team, basically in front of everyone, he called out Trae Young and was like, hey, you got to start passing to your teammates. You got to start getting guys involved. You know, you got to do this, you got to do that. Trae Young took it literally, and he did not shoot the ball. Like, he literally passed the ball almost every time he touched it, just to, like, you know, say, like, fuck you. Like, you want me to pass? Okay, I'll pass. Like, kind of deal. And to me, it was just like, man, like, that's toxic. That's toxic behavior right there.
What are you, 10 years old? Like, come on. Like, seriously, what are you, 10? Figure this shit out. Like, I just don't think it was a good match. And what you said about DeAndre Hunter, he came back tonight. I don't know if you saw, he only played like 8 minutes or like 10-minute restriction.
Yeah. Well,
but if they get him back, even if they get 80% of DeAndre Hunter back, that's big for them.
Exactly. Yeah, DeAndre Hunter is big, bro. And they got some big tests coming up. They already played the Clippers tonight, which unfortunately they lost, like we said. But they got a couple of big tests coming up. They got to play the Suns, and they got to play the Nuggets. So those are 2 good teams.